Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to the biggest stars of Las Vegas and some of the newest shows. We're down at the brand new show at the V Theatre in the Miracle Mile with the Aussie Hunks. We've got three of them for you today. We've got Thor. How you doing?
Hey, how you going, mate?
Hey, good to talk to you. And we've also got Nick. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm really good for my age. And then, of course, we've got Darren Sutton. How are you doing?
Yep, great.
It must be fabulous to be you. I mean, I'm a deeply unattractive man. People find me mostly repulsive. Of course, you're the opposite of that.
Well, we'd like to think so because we take pride in our appearance, we train hard, we dance hard, we work harder.
You could deny, though, that I'm deeply unattractive. That was your cue to say, no, mate, you could be in the show.
I'm a very straight man, but you're a sexy man, Alex.
Here's the thing about your show. I mean, you've got a sense of humour with it, and I think that's really important because some of these shows take themselves awfully seriously, and I think that sort of down-under humour comes across, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the show we've got now, you've got a good combination of actual interaction. The girls have a laugh, have a bit of fun. You got the dance, but I think the American girls take a little bit to get our humour. So sometimes it's sort of like we'll say something and they'll give us this blank look, but after a while they figure us out.
What amazes me about this show is there's something for everyone, and that's quite deliberate. You literally arrived off the plane today, and you're sort of the muscle Mary of the group, if you don't mind me saying.
That's right.
So today I went to a buffet for breakfast and a buffet for lunch, and then I'll go to a buffet for dinner. What's your day been like?
Oh, pretty similar with a few flights in between, I reckon.
So you literally left down under today and you've arrived, and then you go in the show when?
Gone to the show this weekend, so yeah, really excited for that.
Amazing. And then your body, how many hours are you spending in the gym to look like this?
About an hour and a half a day, some good stretches, 6 days a week, so just to keep fit.
Yeah, well, anything with perseverance, dedication, bit of training, bit of supplements. The sky's the limit.
I think so. I mean, when I see your shows, I'm just in pure awe and admiration because the reaction of the women is extraordinary. Here's the thing. When guys go and watch women strip, we're very dignified and we keep our hands to ourselves. That's not the case in your shows.
Blokes go to strippers just to get a big hard on and get some relief, but we try and do heaps more than that, more than the girls do. Like, we've got break dancers in our troupe, we've got lockers, we've got poppers, we've got hip-hop groovers, we've got designated strippers. And on top of that, we put them all in group routines with the specialist novelty acts on top, and inclusive of we've got our own currency, which is hunk bucks. So the girls grab them at the door and they can get really up close and personal. So what we'll do, Alex, is on one of the nights when you come and see this show, we'll spruik you out as a new amateur hunk and see how many girls can rub you up.
Do you think the ginger thing could be a fetish? Because you know what they say, a rusty roof equals a damp basement.
I'll tell you what, a lot of guys here like redhead girls, they like redhead girls, like redhead blokes. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this planet Earth. You know, there's something for everyone.
Tell us about your history with the show, because I mean, you've been in it a while. You're just opening here at the V Theatre at the Miracle Mile. Why did you get the gig and so many didn't?
Basically, my background's in entertaining, so I saw the opportunity to come over and perform in Las Vegas. I'd toured with male review groups before, and basically what Daz wanted with the crew was a bunch of fun guys that could perform, obviously hold a crowd, and just the right type of guys to, you know, have fun. You know, the show's a lot of fun. It's not too serious. You've got the dance element, you've got obviously the stripping element, but yeah, it's just sort of come across and see what happens.
Is the energy the most important thing in the show? Because what I notice about any of these is that it's a party and the girls are going to have fun. I know the key thing for you is the music. You really bang on about the hip-hop stuff, that the soundtrack to this is as important as the visual.
Yeah, so basically we've picked tracks that actually a lot of girls would know. They're not obscure tramp or dubstep tracks that no one really knows. So what we love about our show is that all the girls dance instead of just sit there on their chairs. We don't have theatrical style seating. We've got booth like loungy seating so they can always get up and dance and then sit back down instead of, you know, just watching there like it's a Chinese opera show or something. So yeah, that's the key. Interaction, it's always something different happening, and always the energy is always electrifying because we bring girls up and back off stage. You never know who you're going to get up at any given time. Brother Thor's always, you know, we'll bring up and lap dance girls on stage, and we do lap dance comps, and it's really interactive, which is the great thing about our show.
And what are the rules? I can stroke you, I can touch you, can I grab you?
You can grope, touch, no scratching because I don't like that because you scar up.
I hear this does happen. The girls can get really gropey and you can end up in sort of A&E if you're not careful.
Well, yes, you can if they scratch too hard, but yeah, you don't want to open up any wounds, which is no good. We do lap dances. They can touch you all over. They don't want to grab you where it's going to hurt, because if they squeeze that, there could be problems.
Let's talk about that, because I have a thing called a micro penis. I don't know if either of you have heard of this. It's a very, very tiny member. Do I have to qualify in that region as well as being beautiful?
We can just give you the old pump and tie, or we can give you a nice sock down there, and no one will know the difference unless someone grabs onto it and thinks, shit, what's that?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I mean, if we don't actually get to see it, because let's face it, in Vegas, for all the hoopla about Sin City, you can't actually show full news. I mean, you're nude to a point, but only to the pants.
Yes, most definitely you can't go full nudity because of, I think it's the liquor licensing law. He's anywhere they sell liquor, you can't. So obviously where we are, they do sell liquor on the premise. So you got to keep your package in your package.
Yes, of course. And you don't really want a liquor when you've got your man sausage out, do you?
Exactly.
Well, not unless you're very lucky. Let's talk about your life during the day then. I mean, you're here in Vegas. It's the entertainment capital of the world. There's the greatest entertainers all along this strip. Is it sexy being you?
It's amazing. It's amazing being here. We get up, we go to a gym, we tan, we tee up a few Tinder dates, and away we go. I mean, that's basically life.
That's another reason why we flew Nick over here from Australia, because all his Tinder matches could sell out the show for the next 4-6 months.
Help me with Tinder. Do you actually get laid on Tinder? I've been on it and given up because they seem to do a lot of talking, but there's very little action. Now, you're a better looking man than me. Do you actually get the 1-2 book on my shoe, as we call it?
Yeah, I hit about, I reckon, 1 out of 5. You're just going to be straight to the point.
1 out of 5?
I reckon 1 out of 5 matches I'll have in Daz's room by about probably about 12 o'clock the next day. So
this is extraordinary. And what are the rules of the show? I mean, he needs to know, Thor, because he's going into it. If I hand you my number, not me personally, you understand, if I give you my number during the show, am I likely to get a call, about midnight, 1 o'clock when you're feeling frisky?
It just depends who you're giving who's giving the number, who they're giving the number to. There's a lot of variables. You can pass it on to someone, and it's just could be.
Could get a call from a couple of the guys.
Well, there you go. Now, there's a thought. And do I have to be an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, or will you sort of do a bit of charity work and sleep with a 5 or 6 out of 10?
It depends how frisky the selected gentleman is.
Thor, you're going into the show. I mean, you've been here in Vegas. I guess you've not even had a chance to see it yet. You've come in on the plane. You two carry on having fun, because we'll just sit here discussing. Is this the dream, being here in Vegas? Because, I mean, this is a life, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I've always been dreaming about performing in Vegas. I've been performing in Australia for the past 2.5 years with different shows, and yeah, that was always the goal. And now that I hit the right age, the golden 21, I'm ready for it. And
I guess so. A year ago, you wouldn't have been allowed to do it because it would be illegal. Yeah. So you've turned 21. Where are you from? What's this accent?
Germany.
Oh, that'll teach you.
Bit of German, bit of Aussie.
So help me with this then. We can have Germans in Aussie hunks.
Well, he's got an Australian passport, so that counts.
So yeah. Australian, bud.
I've been living in Australia for a while, but I'm actually born in Germany and lived there for 5 years. So
yeah, let's think about it. So Las Vegas, Australia, or Germany? Where would I rather live? I think you made a good choice.
Definitely.
They take it very seriously in Germany, life, don't they? Really?
Oh, it's really full on. Yeah.
Do you go down well, so to speak, in Germany?
Oh well, it depends, I guess.
Right, boys, so let's do the big plug. The brand new theatre is the V Theatre, which couldn't be better. I mean, it's right in the heart of Planet Hollywood. You've got all the restaurants, you've got all great acts, and you've got Britney Spears. Now, when she comes to the show, along with J-Lo, who's also going to be there, who gets first picks of Britney?
I dibs Britney. I call Britney.
Well, Nick can have Pitbull. I'll take Britney and J-Lo. And Ricky Martin's there too. Nick can have them both.
There you go. Let's talk about that. Are guys welcome too at your show?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Girls, guys, couples, we put on the same show and we smash it no matter what. So yeah, everyone's welcome, and we always put on a great performance, and no matter who's out there.
How draining is it being you? I mean, you're stood there to be ogled. You've got to be fit. You've got to put the work in, I guess, more work before the show than during it. Is it exhausting to do it night in and night out?
Oh, you just get seasoned to it, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just, that's what you do, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a marathon runner, you run marathons. We're just seasoned to do it, ready to go. If you know you're going to do it, you just put your mind to it and you just smash it up.
I've never had the pressure of being attractive. I mean, do you wake up in the morning worrying that one day you're going to be wolf ugly and they're going to sack you?
No, that's what Botox is for.
Tricks of the trade, eh?
Yeah, you learn a few things, but no, just ride it while you can. to stay well right.
That's my moral in the bedroom until they throw you off.
Yes.
Well, yes. So you tell me.
And do you have a host in this show? Because I know one of the key things is that you have the guy that MCs it and holds it all together.
Yeah, Adam's our fantastic MC. He always keeps the show moving. He's got all great jokes. He doesn't have a script that he reads out of, just ad-libs it most of the time, but he does excellent. Always got the crowd guessing, and that's what you want. There's always something different happening, and you just don't know what's next, and nor do I.
I'm always amazed how ferocious these shows are. The women just love it and they go out of their minds. It's an incredible energy that you bring to Las Vegas, and good luck in your new theatre at the V Theatre, which is at Planet Hollywood in the Miracle Mile. It's the sort of outer ring of the Planet Hollywood where all the shops are and everything like that. You can see it there. Nick, Darren and Thor, thank you so much for your time and good luck with the show.
Yeah, pleasure. Nice to meet you, and looking forward to giving you your cameo spot on the night, next Friday night, and we'll stream that live all the way across.
Do you think there is a demand for gingers with micro penis?
I reckon a girl will there'll be a man for every girl. So
Just depends how many cocktails she's had.
Would you like me to tell you a cocktail? I've got a few.
A cocktail?
It's a little joke, you see. All right, I'll leave it with you. Thank you very much. The Aussie Hunks. Thanks. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks so much. That's awesome.